Hey, what is up, everybody? I was reading all the comments in the chat and I almost forgot to click over to make myself live. Say it, don't spray it, by the way. Yeah, what's up, Pudgy? Large, JMZ, Malk, how's it going? Dylan, Farley, Disco, what's up? Patrick, how's it going? Raymond, how's it going? What's up, dudes? Yeah, uh, I was a little worried after skipping Tuesday, and sorry about that because I actually did post like a full. Let me turn this volume up again. Thumbnail and everything, and I totally intended to stream, and then at the last minute I was like, State of the Union address. I know they're usually BS and it's a bunch of talking points, but in light of what's been going on, I just all of a sudden felt like I wanted to watch it live. So that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, it's been a weird week. Another weird week and 2 years worth of weird weeks. It just keeps getting weirder. I'm laughing it off, but it's actually not that funny. So yeah. Anyways, hey, what's up, Chris? Muskrat traveling through. Hey, good to have you guys along. Yeah. Think look at a couple photos and then I think jump into the working on the bike on the early side and then maybe go back to a bunch of the photos that since we haven't been streaming much and get into more of the random chat and let it go where it goes. But I do want to work on the bike a little. One, I just want to see the Velo Orange crankset I got. I just want to see what it looks like on the bike. Obviously, I think it's beautiful in general. If you guys were here when I was talking about which crankset I planned to buy, I was looking at the Velo Orange Derailleur one, but those gears were road gearing, and I think it makes sense to have one bike that's not super tough gearing, or So this is I believe, what 4630? Do they print them on the Velo Orange? Yeah, that's what I know. The small one's 30. I believe it's 46. So yeah, I'll get into that in a minute. So yeah, what else was it? There was something in the comments I was laughing about. Oh yeah, you guys were saying it's spring. Yeah, because it's. I just rode down to Hi Ho Brewing to meet my friend Kyle. Uh, we haven't got a chat for a while. Had some pizza and a couple beers, but he rode too. It's the coldest he's ever ridden. His phone actually showed it was 21 degrees when we left. So last night we're out riding. It's beautiful. Well, last night was like cloudy and like drizzly, but it was in the 50s, so it felt really, really nice. And then tonight, just riding down the street, I knew I wasn't going to go far enough to get warmed up. I'm wearing my down jacket and my lobster gloves and everything again. So, yeah, that's March in Ohio. I mean, it's not like unsurprising that we had 50s last night and 21 today, but start to get that taste of warm weather and you just don't want the cold to come back, especially after 2 months of having snow on the ground. So, yeah. Pudgy saying you can make any bike part drillium if you want it bad enough. And yeah, so that was the Velo Orange one is kind of like that used to be the thing back in the day if you don't know what the joke is. So I could pull up the picture of the Velo Orange crank one, but it basically has a bunch of cool looking holes drilled all through it. But that was the thing back in the day. They would like drill out everything they could to try and save weight. So yeah, I could drill. I could have my machine shop friends drill this all out if I wanted to. But I think it looks pretty sharp, actually. It's got the vintage aesthetic, obviously, but really pretty and shiny. So the can't remember the name. It's Grand Cru is their Velo Oranges. Is that just like their components company name? Yonda was commenting on how many bolts are in these things. So if you drill enough, you float off the ground. Dylan says. Nice. As the stem snaps in half. Well, like I've showed some of my sketchy um, carbon components on the show before. So, but oh yeah, I'm drinking a Fatheads. I bought those. I bought their variety pack because it had one beer that I've never had. Do we have autofocus tonight? There it comes. Yeah, Fresh Hop Freddy. Yeah, like I said, I was at Hi Ho. I had their their latest hazy, partly I think it's mostly cloudy, and then I had their latest American IPA, which man I don't remember the names. When I get to hang out with my friend Kyle, we just talk and talk and talk, and I wasn't really paying as much attention to what beer I was drinking as eating pizza and having a good conversation. But oh, they Rick said he wants these cranks, but it's one short. I think they doesn't Velo Orange have a triple. I think they do have a triple. Oh, by the way, I wanted to bring this up, and I figured I'd do it when I was building the bike. But does anyone have a decent 2x front derailleur? And I didn't know if Rick, you did. I have a couple nice uh, triple front derailleurs, but I have two bikes. Well, yeah, three bikes with triples on them, but two that take like road front derailleurs, and I don't need them, so I'd be willing to trade if someone had a decent double, like a comparable. Um, so yeah, let me know if anyone. They both are integrated clamps with different sizes. The one, uh, let's see. Yeah, I have an Ultegra 28.6, which is what I need for my build here. The Marin. I need if it has an integrated clamp, I need it to be a 28.6. So I have an Ultegra triple front derailleur. That's 28.6, and I have a Shimano 105 triple front derailleur. This one's a 31.8. So yeah, if anyone has anything, I could put these up on the Discord too. I don't really want any money. If someone really needs them, I'll give them to you. But it would be nice to trade for a double that I could have to use with this crank set. So not that many people. And, and as Large Marge says, "What's a front derailleur?" I was about to say, not many people need triples. Even yeah, not that many people buy doubles now, I guess either. So oh, Large was saying, I'm looking back up farther in the chat. Speaking of floating off the ground, yeah, I'll drop his link in the meetups section of the Discord, but yeah, Woody from Roach Clips is having a ride on 420 that I think, are we starting here in the falls? He's written undisclosed location. I know we're starting here in the falls. So Large has made the route for it. Awesome. Pudgy said the crank has about a pound and a half of bolts in it. Surprisingly, it's actually, these are pretty nice. These are pretty light cranks. Holding in your hand, it's not that heavy. So Pudgy said mountain bike doubles aren't common, but I did. Oh, is that just the tubing size though? Because I just really need it to work with this. It doesn't really matter. Well, you know. Hey, what's up, Nathan? I said, so this is the beginning of a Thursday. So you're saying just set the limits? I thought there was a reason, and maybe I'm wrong, and I trust Pudgy's opinion on early '90s mountain bikes because I think and Disco, I think you guys both know your mountain bikes really, really well. I thought there was a reason that Otis told me you don't want to use a triple on a double crankset, but that could have been for road gearing, or if that made it a bigger difference. But yeah, I maybe I do just set the limits, and that works if they can be set uh, small enough, whatever the yeah tight enough. What did Dylan say there? Assuming the 420 route, if you find every sketchy bridge and smoke under it, yeah, that's what it sounds like. Something like that. I won't be smoking, but I'll be riding. No maps for begging. Maybe you can make it a treasure hunt. I also missed another comment somewhere in there. Oh, the start and the end has moved. Large is saying for the 420 round. Hey, what's up, Mile High? It has been a while. Oh, the beginning and start are in West Hill now. That's fine with me. I'll ride to West Hill to start and get more miles in. So, did I say what's up, Rick? Or is that your first comment? Dylan said 4630 is standard cross double size, so wouldn't most front derailleurs work? Yeah. And again, I've never tried to put a triple on a double crank, so I and I'm also going to be starting off uh, shifting friction. I think when I first build this, I haven't decided 100%, but I think I might just go with some bar ends on this build because I'm doing a a fair amount of spendy parts, and I was thinking that's one way that I'll like keep it within a budget to begin with, and then maybe I'll want STI levers down the road, which so I think I really kind of want to get it running with a number of things I plan, and then but I'm not really going to stress about the shifting, which I know sounds weird, but it's just the way I'm going with this build. So what's the Doritos budget for the 420 ride? Yeah, and the only way I know to even tell, I mean, without looking up the numbers, if Shimano front derailleurs are triples, is this extra. Let's see if I could get it to. Yeah. So, like that, or this indentation in here is kind of how you could tell they're triple uh, derailleurs. 350. Also Taco Bell. Originally, I thought we were doing food at our friend's place. That's why I thought Cuyahoga Falls, but I'm guessing Woody found a West Hill place to do that instead. Every Dorito dollar is matched with ranch to dip them in. Let's look at some. I showed my drink. Let's check out what. Oh, I was gonna look. I was gonna see. I thought first. That's right. I'm so sidetracked so easily. But yeah, Velo Orange has triples. Rick. That's where I got sidetracked. 48, 34, 24. That's a pretty good spectrum. I like that a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the one I was originally talking about, just because I love the looks of it, is this guy. But I think it's what where are we? Why am I missing the gearing? Oh, 4834. So for me, which would probably still work, but Otis convinced me at Dirty River to go with a easier gearing, and he's right. I've got my gravel bike, I've got my road bike, so why not go easier gearing? But I thought Rick, you were talking about the Velo Orange crankset had you liked them, but it was missing a ring. So I thought you were talking about triples. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, you were. That's exactly what you were talking about. Oh yeah, what's up, party size? Yeah, I was. Well, as usual, I'm talking about three things at once. Building up the Marin, uh, the 420 ride, and Velo Orange cranksets. That the fact that there is a triple and beers. I was trying to show people's beers. So, hey, what's up, William LeBron? Party size. Well, I'll show this in a second, but I was going to ask an opinion, so I put a couple decals on the Marin, and I definitely need to put this guy on there, but I haven't decided where I want to put it on there yet. So it's going to go with some opinions on that, but get some opinions on that. What's up, Patrick? Patrick, by the way, keep me posted on whether you got your bandana or not. It turns out that Blackball also uses the name Chris in Toronto. He didn't think he didn't get one, and then I sent him another one, and he just got both. He actually sent me the other one back. I kind of wish he would have just kept it and not spent the money on the shipping, but so hopefully yours will still come if you didn't get it already. But yeah, the grab bandanas. So, hey, what's up, Bradley? How's it going? 420 Loctite. Raymond said 48, 34, 24 is how he likes his women. Huh. Yeah, I guess. Pudgy said if anyone is around upstate New York, Helmet Kids is doing a rad 420 ride. Uh, Woody only posts stuff on Instagram, large. So I don't know if we have a way to drop that link in the Discord, or maybe we could just make a post in the Discord about when we know where we're starting and what time. We could just drop that in there for anyone local who wants to come out. So, oh, seat tube above front derailleur. Yeah, that's. I was actually looking at I think down tube, but I realized I didn't have the crankset on it. Now I'm so glad I didn't stick it on there because I know I had a couple, but I gave large a couple. I think I only kept one and gave large another one. Then I realized it would have been behind the crankset. So a good thing is don't put decals real low on your bike until you have your crankset on it. But yeah, give it a few more days, and if not, Patrick, I'll send another one out. Oh, that's right. Party Size is going to set up a 420 ride too, and I think Woody said he would send out discounted shirts that he had made by the designer. The guy who made the design is a tattoo artist who's in my strip of buildings right here, so they're pretty cool. Bradley said was in California last week, missed all these hangs. Yeah, last week I did Thursday, or I did Tuesday and then Friday afternoon. I skipped Thursday because, uh, yeah, I didn't feel good with the world. So Woody uses the one that's important. Yeah, Roach Clips on Insta. I mean, he has his personal accounts too, but his Clips brand is what he's posting all this through. So, Farley, how I'm trying. How let me know how long ago you ordered. Definitely hit me up and send me a DM though, because it's real easy to send out. I could send out stickers from here. I don't have to go anywhere. So, yeah, if you didn't get them, Farley, let me know. But I think you might be within a window. I'm trying to remember. It's hard to keep track of when I send stuff out without pulling up the whole list. So, Pudgy said he's getting a grab tramp stamp. David said, put the. What's up, David, by the way? Said, put the only steel is real on my aluminum seat post. Yeah. Yeah, so seat post 2, you guys did convince me, and I can't remember. This might have been the Friday afternoon show, maybe. No, I think it was when we were all chatting about this bike and working on it, the Marin, to get a Thompson. And then Yonda was also saying that Thompson would be period correct. So Large has looked into, they're out of like everything. Some stuff is back ordered, some stuff just doesn't even have a chance to order it. So yeah, and then Otis was telling me I probably want a setback seat post with this bike to get me back over the rear a little bit, over the rear wheel. So we'll see. But I think what I'll end up doing is I'm probably just going to put a seat post on the bike temporarily, then switch it to the Thompson whenever they come in stock. But did I freeze? Is the stream down? Oh no, it's up. Oh, Farley, you got your confirmation on February 21st? You should still be, with the way some stuff has gone, you should still be in that window. So I do the confirmation myself. So that's not automated. So if you ever order anything from me and it says that, it's out, that means I literally either handed it off at the post office or my mailman grabbed it if it's stickers. So Hey, what's up, Jason Gates? Oh, you guys are asking if the seat post is 27.2. Um, Large, what size is it? Yes, it is. Because I didn't know if I had anything that size to test out. So I have other parts for the bike to dry fit it so I could get an idea on what stem and what bars I want. And so I was like, I don't know if I have any 27.2s. And Yonda had like started listing every bike that I have that is a 27.2. So yes, I do. I actually have a carbon seat post sitting in there, but the where the what do you call it? What holds the saddle in place? The clamp, seat clamp, uh, is loose because I was riding my Trek road bike off road and I wrecked really hard and I actually bent the thing. But yeah. Oh, Pudgy, you have a salsa setback? It needs to be long though. One of the issues is that, I think it'll have to be fairly long. So if it works, I would definitely buy it off you. And Disco said setback seat post is probably very correct for mountain bike drop bar conversion. That's good to know. The stem is the hard part, Malk. It has to be 1 1/8. And then the problem too is when you get into 1 1/8, they're all for vintage mountain bikes, and they're all like ridiculously long. I've been looking at eBay, and I did find this one, and I'd be curious. Uh, this is the only 1 1/8 that's not doesn't look like a total garbage stem that is not super long. It's a 90 clamp 25 forward, which typical. But so I was wondering if I should just buy this for $70 because Nito makes one. They're all out of stock. The other nice thing about this is it does have the integrated hanger for the cantilever brakes. But I look through like 100 eBay listings and everything's like 120, 130, 140, And obviously I could do the quill stem conversion thing that, wouldn't be the end of the world. This is what I have to just dry fit the bike and get the sizing right. Otis just threw a cheap quill stem converter on there with a stem just to see what I could use. But I sure don't feel like I want like a 120, 140 millimeter stem on this bike. So, but yeah, this is one of the things I want to put the cranks on, put some pedals on, set this in there, and then I could get the feel for what my leeway of stem length, uh, how wide I want the drops, which I think I want to go with pretty wide drops. Uh, so if I do confirmations, do I do baptisms too? Oh, Bradley, you got to go to Golden Saddle. Yeah, I would definitely want to check that out. Talked about it a number of times. We have a friend living in LA, and the last 2 years we've wanted to get out there, but the way the pandemic stuff has been, and then this year with my work traveling, it just wasn't going to happen. Um, he's been telling us to still come out in spring or summer. Like I always say, I'm just really not trying to leave Ohio in the summer when it's nice. I want to go to LA when Ohio sucks. So the salsa post is 11 inch to the minimum insertion. What's 11 inch in millimeters? Because I've been talking in millimeters. 27. Yeah. Let's see. Well, that's the whole thing. That's why I need to fit this together to know what it needs to be. Party size says those fairly cheap salsa thread, but does salsa make 1 1/8? That's the thing. It's not a 1 inch stem. That's the problem. So when it comes to stems, party size, well, I guess your bike would be that too, right? Wouldn't your Specialized be a 1 1/8? I feel like Otis would have thought of that though, because we've been searching everywhere. That was my nickname in high school. Oh, Dylan said this bike is going to be a blast for Hampton. Yeah. Gonna ride your tumbleweed? Yeah, I need to see your tumbleweed in person now, too. There are times Ohio doesn't suck. Ohio's awesome in the summer and the fall. I love it. Oh yeah, real quick, jump into the photos. So, gonna actually make this happen. So Raymond has the Lawson's Hopzilla double IPA. Oh yeah, you were. I remember you were. Weren't you drinking this one the last time we were live as well? And then Large has his Wolf's Ridge Ides of Haze. Oh, nice. Hazy IPA, 6.8%. Mosaic hops and cashmere. Looks delicious. Disco has a Corona, and I also like his comment. If you aren't opening your bottle with a Park Tool bottle opener, SPD pedal, or his personal favorite, a King Cage titanium bottle opener, you're still pretty cool in my book. So is that made to be a bottle opener? At first, I thought it was just a broken bottle cage that you had turned into a bottle opener. Oh, and Large's first one drinking some Christmas ale, which is probably pretty good now. I find that I like Christmas ales, like just like pumpkin ales, like when they age a little bit and the spice mellows out. Holly Jolly, I don't even think I drank it this year. That's one I always used to like, but the last few years I've just felt like it's too spicy and sweet. But I'm guessing drinking it now, it's probably really good because it was probably actually made in October or November. Oh, that was mine from the State of the Union. Insane Wanderer. Oh, that's right. I did. Large had the Ides of Haze then. Pudgy was drinking a Hop Slam. Oh, nice. Those are always super bitter and strong. Oh, and Patrick on Tuesday, the stream that didn't happen. So, let me look back at the comments. I did want to get through the drink pictures. So, oh, what was Party Size saying? So it's fairly cheap salsa threadless. Oh, for the converting stems. Yeah. I'm not against the idea of doing the conversion, like I said, with the kind of quill to threadless style. But I do like the idea of finding a quill stem if I can. And that's why, I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this one. It's not branded. It is chromoly, but the size seems like a 90 with a 5 degree up and also having the integrated hanger might be the right thing to do. So I have not seen anything under 100 in 1 1/8 for a quill. And it has the mountain bike look. I mean, it must have been off some kind of, you know. Oh, I don't have it up on screen. Whoops. This will make more sense now that I have it on the screen. Oh, yeah. Nathan said LA in January is pretty nice. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Dylan has a NAR addiction. Wait, what did I miss? Ron makes them with spare titanium? Where am I? What am I missing? Oh, the bottle openers. Yeah, the bottle opener disco. Yeah. Noms is getting new owners, Large? They're selling Noms? So Large is saying he got his beer, and so I don't know. I think a few of you have been. When people come in town, I usually take them over to Noms. One, it's right across from the bike shop, but also they had good vegan food, and so a number of people have been vegan, so it's worked out. But oh, that sucks. I don't think Crust has a 1 1/8 quill stem. Let me know. And Disco, we have found a couple drops that'll work though. So Renee Ayers has a set of bars that look interesting. That's one thing. I think the maximum the Renee Ayers were was 46, which these are. That's why I'm just going to try these out and see if I felt like they were wide enough. And uh, Otis found I can't remember the company, maybe Large knows, a really cool pair of titanium drops in 25/4 that were 50 centimeters. Um, they're also $260, but they look really sweet. They would look really awesome, obviously, on this bike. I mean, I know you put bar tape on them, but yeah. I said I want clear bar tape so you could see the titanium bars, but hey, what's up, Eustace? 1 inch threaded stem with a removable 25.4 faceplate. Does it exist? Hmm. I'm looking at all the 1 1/8. But I bet in 1 inch it's probably not that hard to find, I wouldn't think. So, Pudgy said only from small makers. There you go. Yeah, party size, like you said, everything. Quill was 31/8, which has been sold out. Yeah, all the Nitos. Nito has a 1 1/8 quill in 100 and 120, and they're both sold out. Uh, yeah, Malk. Noms is the place with the where you have the really good roast beef, the cool bar with the little market next to it. Hey, Brad, what's up? It's been a while. If you just jumped in, I just had dinner and beers with Kyle, and he was asking about you. So that's Flavortown Brad in the house. Yeah, Crust Towel Rack is 26. Yeah, Pudgy ate over at Noms too. Brad Flavortown's eating over at Noms, I believe. Yeah. Oh, the titanium drops? Man, I would need. Oh, Large doesn't know. I would need Otis to text me if he's watching tonight. I know he was planning on watching on Tuesday, but yeah. I'll put him in the Discord. I'll get the link from Otis and put him in the Discord. Oh, he might have texted me actually. So I think I do have a link. He screen caps sometimes though, which is well, you know. There's the Velo Orange Nouveau Randos are 46. Where is it? The Renaers. Oh, here it is. Wait. I swear he texted me these bars. I guess not. I guess he was just showing me at the shop. Sorry. I'll get it for you guys though. So Dylan said 50 centimeter 25.4 titanium drops sound like a trampoline. And that is also what Yonda said when Otis was showing him. This was last night, actually. Yonda was talking about how they've got to be really noodly, but we'll see. So Otis wants to get himself a pair. So hey, what's up, Mike Holland? If I didn't say that already, sometimes I read stuff and I can't remember if I said it out loud. I don't, William. I don't think I'm not a big fan of. I don't mind riding them. I'm not a big fan of like the super flared bars. I kind of like. I'm more leaning towards like the Renee's like rando bars where they have a slight flare, but they're more straight. I really like the looks of just more normal drops, like deep drops, more than flared drops. But Black Sheep doesn't sound familiar, Pudgy, for the titanium bars, but I could be wrong. Dylan said people who use screen cap upload to Dropbox. That is probably true. Hey, what's up, Blackball? I was just talking about. Thanks for sending that bandana back. You didn't have to do that, but it is appreciated. I kind of wish you didn't have to spend the money on shipping, but these are. Um, I think these. I think these are Richie bars. No, these are salsas, but they have. I don't. Dirty River stocks the Richie bars. I think, right? Do you guys stock the Richie bars? I know you guys have like the salsa cow chippers and what are these? That's what these are. These are cow chippers. Yeah, yeah. And then I think they have Dirty River has the Venture Max and all that too. Oh, let's put this. I want to put this bottom bracket and this crankset on here to see what it looks like, and we could keep chatting. I'll put the chat up full screen. Uh, keep chatting about other random stuff as well. Yeah, we'll get back into the titanium drop bars and all that stuff, but yeah, let's do the work on what I actually already have. You know. So yeah, Velo Orange has the classic kind of cartridge. It's the tool. Uh, Shimano style bottom bracket, I believe. Uh, I don't have thread locker. I'm just going to grease it. I know that's not always a uh, the popular way to do it, but it'll work. It doesn't matter. I've I've greased and put in bottom brackets on all my bikes. So do I have? Yeah, yeah. Right, Disco? Isn't that fork amazingly perfect? I know this won't show up on camera, but I also did put the. I did take the Team Marin off this side. I know we were all talking about that. The decals, they were just too worn out. So I used rubbing compound to clean the whole bike, and then I hard shell waxed the whole bike. It feels so nice right now. But I do have a Camp and Go Slow decal right there. I know it's kind of it's impossible probably to see on the stream. It's a gold decal on a goldish bike, but I think out in the sunlight it's going to look kind of cool, but still kind of subtle. Pudgy said he wants some bars wider than 46. Yeah, uh, there's a fair bit of options, like we were talking about. Crust the towel racks, Velo Orange with their randos and their what are they, Nuvo randos. Because I've looked at a number of 50s. Oh, and Renee Ayers has some 50 drops, but they only come in a certain clamp size, I believe. I usually don't go that wide on bars, but I feel like for doing like the 90s mountain bike thing with drops, it makes sense to go with the wider bars so you can ride the tops in a way that kind of felt like flat bars, and then you have the drops for when you're on the road or descending. I like to be in the drops when I'm descending. So, Mike, the problem with this build is, as we've been talking about, um, the stem needs to be 1 1/8, a quill stem that's 1 1/8. So I'm guessing the Velo Orange stem you have wouldn't work with this bike. Dylan has the Crust Shaka bars, 31.8, 53s. Oh, nice. And Disco, you're thinking of going 52 on the next ones. I did, Pudgy. So Pudgy asked if I put the hard wax on before the decal. I put the decal on first. I did read up on it though, because I was curious if I wanted, thinking of the frame underneath to be waxed. Most people, and this was car stuff, most car people said it doesn't matter if you wax the frame before you put the decal on with hard shell. I still, in my mind, I did the rubbing compound, then put the decal on, and then I hard waxed it. So, regardless of the car people's opinion, I did do it the way you're saying, Pudgy. Hey, what's up, Robin? How you doing? Renee Hertz. I was chatting with Robin. I was chatting with Pixel Wolf on Instagram a little earlier. He was saying something about when his job switches, he'll be our switch. He'd jump back into the streams a bit, but we still chat over on Instagram once in a while. Oh wait, this one threads towards the back, right? This is a left hand. Yep. Yeah. Left hand on the drive side on these. So I didn't have this tool. And I was talking to Jan to Notice about this last night, and Notice gave this to me to use. And he was like, that's been every Shimano square taper bottom bracket for the last 32 years. And the joke was, well, all mine must be 33 years old. Amazing. I somehow have no Shimano bottom brackets that are this square taper standard. I have stuff that's either way older, cup and cone style, or way newer with the outboard bearings that you guys are all probably familiar with. So yeah, somehow with all the weird bike builds I've done, I have never needed this tool or this bottom bracket or use this bottom bracket standard. So I need to grab a wrench to give this the torque. Give me 1 second. I did watch the Park Tool video today on installing one of these. I know I'm out of focus. Come on. And it said to torque this side before you put the cup on. So or tighten it down, whatever you want. Stem adapter, 1 to 1 1/8. All right, Pudgy. Pudgy, you want me to remind you of something? You know how my nights go. I was 3 beers deep before I got here, but I'll try to remember to talk to you about a future stream potential. Yeah. Oh, Robin, you haven't seen Pixel in a while. he's too busy making money. If any of you newer guys don't know who we're talking about, Pixel Wolf is the one who designed my YouTube icon, the cartoon picture of me drinking the beer and taking or taking photos. I basically said I want a camera, a beer, and a bike somehow, and something that represents me in the style that he does, and he nailed it, 100% nailed it. So I think he was between jobs at the time too, so I felt really good about being able to pay an artist from this that I met through the YouTube channel to do something for me like that. I mean, I wanted it done. It was, I mean, his style was so cool, but it wasn't charity. You know, just happened to line up right. Ah, sorry. Yeah, let me get. There we go. Let me get this out of the way so it's not. There we go. Should be a little better. You guys, channel locks fix everything. Yeah. Yeah, looking at this now, I know it's true that I've never installed one of these. Amazing. But, oh, David, you think you saw Pixel at the store the other day? Does he still have the leopard hair, though? I don't think he does. I don't think it would have been. I'm trying to think if I've seen any of his Instagram stories where he's not wearing a hat lately, but I don't think he has the leopard hair anymore. But hey, what's up, Snap? I'm trying to remember. I read what the part two always gives you the perceived um, torque in case you don't have a torque wrench. What do you call them? It didn't seem like they were going nuts on these. They were putting them in decent, but I wonder if I have an Allen big enough to take off these. What do you call the covers? Crank bolt covers. Whoops. Yeah, I mean that is a giant. Oh, it happened. Yeah, the adjustable wrench thing. Yeah, you're right. I think I think for the torque I need on there, I'm probably fine on that, but the adjustable cup almost went all the way flush with the shell, so I and I'm just trying to think how I get these off now. Ah, nice. It went into the no, what the hell? Dust cap. Yep. Giant nut, I say. Should be 10 millimeter for the covers and 8 millimeter for the bolts. I wonder if I don't think I have anything that big. A normal Allen set probably doesn't, does it? It also looks like they put crank bolts with the cranks and also with the bottom bracket, which I was. But the crank bolts are that came with the BB are not Allen, they're just bolts. No chain guard? No, no chain guard. Let me see if I got a bigger Allen wrench here. Huh. I'm not seeing anything. Is that normal to have something that big? 8 millimeter. 5/16. 7 millimeter. Don't tell me I can't put these on tonight. They actually torque these dust caps down enough that I can't take them off myself. I was wondering if I push on the crank bolt while turning it, if it would start to unwind the dust cap, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Let's see, what was this? Well, you know what? Do they not need to come off? Because I'm accessing the bolt anyways, right? I actually think I don't need to take the dust cap off. This will probably be impossible to see on the stream, but come on, focus here, bud. But yeah, I'm actually with this crank set, I'm able to reach without taking the dust cap off. So, right? Yep, you're right, Pudgy. I was doing that disco, but I guess it's not necessary. Yeah, Pudgy, you're 100% right. Put the 8mm right through the dust cap. I haven't ever had cranks like this, so yeah, I did not realize that you could just do that. Oh, should I grease that? Probably, right? I'm reading. I got it. I'm excitable. Read the chat, you pine cone. Yeah. Might as well grease them both while I'm here, right? Rick says Loctite. Wax it, canola it. Dude, this is. Oh, wait. Do we lose focus? Come on. Truffle oil. this is This is gonna be pretty. Houston, we have a problem. The cranks are hitting the chainstays. It's not by a lot, but it is. Take a hammer to the chainstay. Shave the cranks. I think he might be right. The spindle length. I can't remember. Let's. Wait, is this the right one? Sorry, I I have put the chat somewhere where I can't find it. There it is. Don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah. Wider spindle, but not wider BB width. Let me grab the box. Is it? We specifically ordered the bottom bracket with the spindle length that went with this crank set. Where's that box? 118 millimeters. Yeah, I mean, let's see what their spindle option is. That was a little high, huh? Or just go wide angle. Velo fail, Chris. They do have shorter crank arm lengths. I don't. Well, that's close enough that I think. That is so close. There's already a scratch. So it has the suggested spindle length 118, which is so why we bought the bottom. There it is. So it said 118, so we bought the bottom bracket to match, obviously, what the crank was supposed to be. So sorry, let me get the chat back up here. They make up to a 127 millimeter wide spindle. Oh, and Pudgy was saying pedaling under force, the flex will make the shorter ones rub. And Dylan was saying, yeah, they're selling these as more as like, rando gearing, but yeah, not mountain bikes. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on any problem returning this, having greased it and installed it a little bit? Yeah, Dirty River ordered everything for me through their account, so we'll have to see if they have any problems with doing any of that. But yeah. I mean, would it be that crazy just to shave it down? It's not much. I mean, it is like Like, as you can see, it'll pass through. Let me get the focus over here. Come on. So, I mean, it'll... Well, now am I going to need the right thing to get the dust cap off? Because I'm going to need to use the crank puller probably to get these things out of here. I mean, I haven't ridden it yet, so maybe it's not that tough, but... It's right in your Q zone. Pudgy said extra 5 millimeters on each side, so when the frame flexes, it won't rub. They don't take returns with beer stains on them. Does spin that say shave them? Wiggle it off? I might be able to wiggle it off. You're right. The caps are metal, yeah. So. I like Rick's suggestion to turn the headphones up. I have a video that I think I'll put out on Saturday morning about riding the Peugeot build we made, the flat bar Peugeot build. And even with switching out to those 40 mils, I was getting a tiny bit of frame rub on the inside of the chainstays. And it's like, it's not that loud. So, yeah. Let me turn this back over here. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I just need to turn the monitor so I can see it. Let's see. Kind of an even split between shave it and don't shave it. David was saying the flex is going to get you even if you shave it a little. Steel is real flexible. Yeah. But traveling through was saying grind the back down on the cranks bench grinder. And I was thinking you could do it if I grinded it too. Ground it? Is that what you grinded it? Ground it? It's not like I would take the whole thing down. It just needs to be done at an angle, you know? I mean, if I'm able to pass it through, how much do you think I would have to grind off? Well, Pudgy said 5 millimeter clearance. It's probably about 2 millimeters to get it around there. So I'd have to take off like... And Dylan's right. If I torque this down all the way on the square taper, it might even be... I did give it a good turn. I don't think it's going to go too much farther, but probably a couple more millimeters, right? Large says, return the bottom bracket. Dirty River has cheaper ones for $20 up to 127.5 millimeters. Oh. Or they can order the wider Velo Orange one. Jay Dandy says, don't shave it. Do it right. You have other bikes to ride, which is true. Yeah. Yeah, I get what Party Size is saying here too. He says, as much as he would love to see that video, he says, don't grind brand new cranks. These are too pretty. He's right. I mean, it would the part you grinded though, you know, you would never see, you know. And you could grind stuff smooth and rebuff it. I mean, you would never. It would be that inside corner, but I think everyone's right not to rush it and to get the right stuff. Obviously, makes more sense, and I agree. If they were ordered cranks, if this was some other parts bin build I was making, it would make total sense just to grind it down, get that gap. If it bumped on the frame, grind it down some more. But yeah, it's probably not the right call on this one on a $200 crankset, you know, brand new $200 crankset. And a bike I'm trying to build fairly right, you know. It is so close. It's but it's too close. Yeah. I tried an error. Rick asked about chain alignment. Uh, Chain alignment's a myth, right? One buy has proved that chain alignment doesn't matter, right? And all the mix and matching I do on everything. I mean, I think people oversell that chain alignment as the thing that anyone that matters. Drink on it. And other parts to install. Right? Yeah, let's. Well, the whole thing is though I don't want to, you know, we could get a feel for the look. Get some focus over here. Come on. This microphone is not a face cannon, but the thing is that I really did. I'm not going to put pedals or anything on this till I decide what the next move is. But to install all the other parts, I need pedals to get the feel for what I'm trying to do. So, well, I guess I probably keep like large that I'm keeping the cranks. It's the bottom bracket that's going to probably come out. But what a live stream plot twist. Should I? Oh, if we were on my laptop, it'd be so funny to unplug it. And so where all my bench grinder and my tools like that are on the. For those of you who have been here, I have two separate basements because this is two buildings connected. So I have to go upstairs and down another set of steps to get to where I have my workshop that has like the bench grinder and stuff like that. But it would be so funny to bring the stream over there and start grinding a brand new crankset on the live stream. But see them all. Jay Dandy said, drink beer, look at maps, save build for later. And I do have a map thing. Well, it involved Malk. The Malk just took off. So the map involved Malk, and if he has to go, it's kind of pointless. But hey, Christian, what's up? Christian was asking what year the frame is. I surprisingly, having searched Marin catalogs, U.S. Marin catalogs, have not found this paint scheme. So I haven't figured out what year it is. My best guess is 1991. A couple people, excuse me, a couple people on the stream have suggested that maybe this is a colorway since I got it from Europe. Both the frame and the fork. The frame came from Hungary. The fork came from Italy. Uh, that maybe they did a different colorway in the European market. So I do need to try and search some European catalogs. So I have not. It's a Marin Team Marin, and I have not been able to nail it down. But comparing it to other Marins, it looks like it's about a 1991. So that's my best guess at the moment. I think I brought this up. I asked a guy on Instagram who's the Marin man, and that's like his whole thing is building up Marins. And I DM'd him a picture of this bike, and I said, sorry to slip into your DMs, but I'm really trying to date this bike, and you being the expert, I thought maybe you could help me. And he just gave me the hand clapping emoji back. So I think he looked at the picture and didn't read my um, question at all. But so Rick says roadies shave their cranks to get more aero all the time. Are you out too traveling through? I missed that. See you, but you're on grinder. Blackball says I wouldn't grind that crank, but I'd surely watch Tim do it. I do have 400 old two basement Tim. See, Pudgy thinks it's not a U.S. bike. You know, I mean, it is. Got an American flag though, because it's made in America. So, oh, party size. You think there's a serial number we could look up? Oh, does it have a serial? Yeah, we should test that out. Roadies drill their cranks to save weight. We were looking at those, Lanky. Still fine. Good thing I didn't go with those. They're probably even tighter. But yeah, Lanky. So I don't know if you've seen these, but Velo Orange sells these Drillium style cranksets that are obviously, like they said, they made them to look like Drillium, but they're safe. We do. If Marin has a serial number database, someone look up to see if a serial number starting with M1 means anything. I'll get the rest of it later, yeah. Speaking of so pine, you guys are talking about pine cone. We were heading to Nutmeg, and I think, or it was the chat about Nutmeg. And now I'm trying to remember, Large or Pudgy, do you remember? I said something, and Funny Brad responded with, you effing pine cone. And it was just like, from what he says, off the top of his head. And that's where that whole thing started, which I do think is hilarious, too. And then we started, pine cone's the only one that stuck, but we thought it was funny to try and just use any inanimate object as an insult or as a name calling thing. But pine cone just for some reason sounds so funny. I don't know. But yeah. What time is it? I need to grab another beer. Should we do the break? Reconfigure? Yeah. I can't. Brad was really heated about something, or not, we weren't actually mad, but we were arguing with each other about something, and that's when he called me an effing pine cone. And I can't remember what the topic was. Large says it was about the weather or rain or something. Oh yeah, he was giving what we used to call it sleighs, the farm I worked at, the doomsday forecast, and I said something about how I said something about what my weather thoughts were. Then he was like, yeah, something about the weather app or the weather percentage. You effing pine cone. Brad is the goat of rats and pine cones. Yeah, it was about rain. You're right. It was about the rain. Let me oh yeah, it's 10:19. Let's do the break. I'll grab another beer. Kind of like I said, at a standstill with this. Unfortunately, I did want to put the wheels on and some pedals and just get a feel for the bike, but I didn't even think that spindle length was going to be an issue. It's funny because reading that the bottom bracket was the right size and the cranks were the same size that matched, I didn't think about chainstays, but I'm also not a mountain bike guy, and it has just shown. But yeah, yeah, let's do that. Parties. Oh wait, before I break off, Party Size says M74H. M is the factory, 4 is the year ending number. So I think it said M1. So this would be 91. I'd be right if it is. Let me get I'll grab an LED flashlight, grab a beer. We'll be right back. There is a new channel member that I did not add yet because I just noticed. I don't get a notification about it. I actually have to actively look on YouTube to see if there's new members. Uh, Matt Rigby. So thanks, Matt, for joining the channel as well. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna look at that because then we'll be able to tell and get a beer. We'll be right back. I would just like to take this moment to thank the channel members whose names you see on the screen right now. Their financial support really does make it possible to continue to grow this channel. We will be back in a moment, so it's time to crack open another tea packet and start letting the F-bombs fly. Thanks, everyone. There we go. So gotcha, party size. You are actually right. It is a 94. So M1 4B. So yeah, 94. Huh. Interesting too. So they put the American flag on it, and being that my Trek mountain bike from 2001 is American made, I had assumed that this Marin was American made. So I don't know, like you said, Marvel Factory. Underneath on the bottom bracket shell, it says made in Taiwan, which, I mean, that's where probably 90% of the people watching right now's bike is made. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm a little surprised that Marin put an American flag decal on there and it's a Taiwanese made bike. So yeah, so a 94. It's good to know that now, though. Yeah. And I think so. It wouldn't have been long after there. I thought that Yonda and Otis were telling me it was around 94, 95 when threadless stems became the standard. So this must be, if I'm correct, I don't know. Maybe Disco or Pudgy know that this would be one of the last quill stem uh, mountain bikes. Yeah, the old design in Cupertino trip. Taiwan, send it back. And pull up a map. Yeah. Oh yeah, the maps. Uh, I actually need to sit down. That that's rare for me, but my my dogs are barking. Party size says he thinks the high end had started moving over to threadless around then. Yeah. Yeah, so this is 94, so I mean mid 90s, but yeah, threadless. So yeah, it must have switched right after that. And this is a fairly high end frame for Marin. It's not the top of the line. They had tie bikes and stuff like that, but lower this. Ah, there's the lens cap I was looking for earlier. Oh, Disco said Quill died off really slowly. All right. Yeah, I don't know when they went out even in the road bike era because that's kind of like the same gap that I have in like not having any of those Shimano square taper bottom brackets is kind of like where the gap exists for me in like the bikes I own. I think this is the only 90s bike I have. If you guys have if you're newer, like I'm always looking at the wall, all my bikes are hanging over there. But yeah, so I have 70s and 80s bikes and then a couple early 2000 bikes like the bike on my trainer, um, my mountain bike. Yeah, and then my gravel bike is a 2014. So I just don't, yeah, I don't have any 90s bikes. So that whole era and what changed in there is stuff that I don't know about. So let me lower the camera just a little bit more. Or zoom in. Oh, it turned off. Hang on. Also, turn off that side light, make it a little more comfortable. Set the mood, as they say. Oh, Party Size says his 98 GT Aggressor is still Quill. Interesting. Disco says there are late 90s decent bikes with quills. Okay. No, let's. Jay Dandy, you're back just in time. So I saw that Malk was posting in the Discord. I need to. Yeah, let's get all this set back up. Malk was posting in the Discord about a meetup. Uh, and the place he was talking about, I think I've been before. So where are the meetups? Meetups. All right. So he was saying Saturday ride, 11 a.m., meet at Eastwood Metro Park, ride 10 miles to Carolyn Park. So, and then eat at Carolyn Brewery. Me and Aaron went there on one of our, I think, earlier trips together, and also I actually, one of my early riding videos before I kind of stopped making riding videos for a couple years and got back into it. So yeah, I pulled this up on the map right before we started streaming, and then didn't get the chance to check it out completely. So where are we? We're in Dayton, by the way. Yeah, Caroline. Oh, right by the Wright Brothers Museum. Yeah, we did go there. And Carolyn Brewing, yeah, it's a historic brewery. It's really cool. The park has so this bell tower that apparently is called a Carolyn Bell Tower, and then the brewery that he's talking about stopping at, they've built this brewery and they brew beer all in I think it's an 1800 style. Don't quote me on that, but they actually like keep a wood burning fire going to brew, and they have like all these like I don't know like routes for the beer to go, the water as it boils. So it's a whole system that's done in the style things used to be doing, and things used to be doing. Learn to talk, dude. Um, yeah, historical park. Yeah, this is it. They built, and inside there, it all looks like it's all old timber barn. And then where's that weird like bell tower? Yeah, there's an old airplane there too. Yeah, the riding in Dayton we really enjoyed, and I've said we wanted to go back. We went on a holiday weekend, and not much was open, but there are a lot of bike trails. You know, we rode all the way down to there's a big dam. Where is that? And from there you could see. I think it was north, right? Oh yeah, there's the dam. And from there you could see one of the fields where the Wright brothers first started testing their airplanes. I think that's probably in this area here. Yeah, so there's a bike path all along this river, but then I think yeah, you could then go this way too. And there's that crazy, have you guys ever been through that like where they shoot off like Dayton's like this water city. It sits on all this fresh water or something. Like don't quote me on that. But they have these fountains that shoot all over the bike trail. Is that like right here? Looking for Area 51 transferred. Let me pull up that video. I could actually play that video in the background. Why am I not in focus? Come on, dude. Like, why does that mic? Why do you think that mic is a face? It's funny watching old GoPro videos I've made now, how shaky they look and how it's kind of hard to watch. I'm sure this will be like that too. Disco's coming around to the maps. Yeah, let's get the volume. Oh yeah, this Airbnb was awesome. It was like one of the old houses in Dayton. I was going to say this stream's going to get demonetized because this video, even though it's before I was monetized, has a copyright claim against it. But I don't put monetization on the live streams anyways. Can you hear that at all, guys? Let me know about the mix. Oh, Aaron's riding the World Sport I built for. This is like this is an old bike trip. Oh, here's the brewery. Yeah, this is the brewery he's talking about eating at. It's super cool. This brewery was really good. And then we went to a color late at night that were great. Oh yeah, the view from Warped Wing, how you look out over the city at this bar in the summer is awesome. Oh, Toxic Brewing was really good as well. Oh, the band is give me a second. My mind just went blank. Oh, here's those big water fountain things. We didn't know they turn off every 10 minutes, so we thought we had to ride through them. The water was freezing, and this day was brutally hot and windy. So. Oh yeah, riding through Wright Patterson. Oh yeah, the band is called Harlem. Um, yeah, they have two records. Yeah, Focus drives me crazy. Yeah, they only have two records and they're like 10 years apart. So they put out this record that me and a bunch of friends absolutely loved, which that song is from. And then just now I'm going to say a couple years ago, but who knows? Maybe that's 4 years ago, 5 years ago now. They put out a second record, which I thought was awesome as well. So yeah, Aaron Precat. Yeah, let's look at some pics too. Oh, Rick dropped this. What do we got here? Where did he find this one? Because I didn't see any in stock. This is a where is it? Why is it not saying the? Why is it not saying the size of the quill stem? Is that what they mean with the no? 22.2? I looked 17. Yeah, the pandemic has not treated me well. I've not aged well. Well, the beard too doesn't. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Blake? Thanks. Yeah, that was one of the. I started when me and Aaron started dating. I was making the kind of videos I'm actually making a lot of now. I would do these little. We'd ride bikes and travel, and I'd show a little bit of everything, and it was kind of where I found my style. And then I just stopped doing it until 2020. 22.2 is 1 inch. That's the problem, Rick. Yeah. Rick, don't send me stuff that doesn't work. Uh, yeah, Disco, I think you might be right about covering up the white road logo. It shouldn't do that. I mean, this 5D should have, I mean, I have face detect on, but it's before face detect got as good as it is now on modern cameras. But what else do we got going on? So, oh, this is what you guys were talking about with the smash the clip button. I didn't know. That's a thing that comes from Twitch actually. So in Twitch, people clip parts of the live stream. So like Terry B's riding his bike through New York City, and something awesome happens. Someone watching the stream will clip that piece, and then I think it becomes its own piece of content. I'm not sure how it works on YouTube. I did see their update that you can now clip live streams on YouTube, but I don't know. Um, and I think it also originally, like everything was live streaming, kind of comes from the gamer world. But yeah, I don't. You guys will have to let me know what that actually, what you can do with it. I have no idea. And then let's get into some bike pics. So Lard said he old Panasonic 500 build up for a friend. Let's get the big guy. Oh, that came out pretty rad. You've now built up a couple of your old Japanese frames for friends, Large. Large has Japanese frames stashed all over, all over Ohio. See the other shot. Yeah, which bars are those? They're Surly's. What's the name of those? I need to linger on photos longer instead of moving on because with the delay in the stream, you guys start chatting about something and then I'm like five photos beyond it. Can't really figure out how to make that work with this. I don't know. It's just a fact, you know. What was the derailleur? I can't tell. Definitely looks like a big old SRAM. Oh, wait. Same picture. Or is it a micro shift? Is that a micro shift? Yeah, I think it is a micro shift. Surly open bars. Gotcha. Surly. Yeah, those are cool. Microship Advent 9 speed. Gotcha. And then this is Pudgy's where he said, almost time to take the studs off. And, well, I don't know what you guys have in Columbus, but we have snow on the ground again up here. Uh, Last night on our ride home, it started raining, but it was in the 50s, so it was no big deal. I got a little damp. Well, I got wet, but it didn't matter. We were on our way home and we were buzzed. So, but yeah, this morning I woke up snow on the ground. And like I said earlier in the stream, like right now it's like 21 degrees outside. So can't jump the gun on the studs. That's why I don't, personally, I feel like you need, and I don't, you do, Pudgy, but multiple bikes, even for commuters, because yeah, you just can't, or multiple wheel sets maybe, because take those off, then you know that we'll get Pudgy. Don't take those off. If you do, you know we're gonna get hammered by like snow for the next 3 weeks. So this is Jay Dandy. Oh, he said he took the fenders off, and it feels fast again. Is Gary Fisher? I love that lightning bolt background. Oh, excuse me. Dylan, you out? All right, man. Have a good night. Oh, Pudgy said it's 30s there, so it's yeah, staying considerably warmer in Columbus. You guys get that a lot. It could get yeah, we could get almost 10 degrees colder up here in Northeast Ohio, even just being a couple hours. But Pudgy said he has a few wheel sets for his bike, which I should have not, which I should know. Yeah, this was I was out riding yesterday, uh, making a video about this bike, the one we built up on the stream. It rode great. It was fun. So I thing I did after the stream that you guys didn't see, I put some toe cages on this bike, and oh, just cable ends. I didn't have cable ends. Uh, that saddle actually, I have the Swift Catalyst on the back. The That's the original saddle. It's like a knockoff turbo or something. One of the saddle loops broke. I actually had to put the valet strap over the saddle rails. But I think I'm gonna put that knockoff Brooks on that bike anyways. So yeah, it'll end up having this on there. But also it'll be when I was like, oh, when I was making this video, I was riding out here on this gravel, like what we did on the industrial gravel ride through Akron, and I met a guy who watches the channel. I saw someone riding up, and I'm like, oh, wait, anyone out here is going to be someone I know. And it wasn't someone I had met in person yet, but it was a guy named Nathan who had a space horse he had bought from Dirty River. So that was kind of cool. I was out doing that and got to meet someone. So Farley's bike, he said, putting on the cow whippers and trying out bar gel. Let's see. Let's go bigger here. Oh, is bar gel something you put on before you wrap to get more cushioning under there? I wasn't familiar with that, but from looking at this picture, that seems like that's what it would be. That's an interesting, weird fender too, with that like cantilever action. You know? Oh, I see. It has like a quick release under there. Defender. Oh, you got GRX on there. Nice. I think we saw that before, but oh, Large said it's Rock Mill Nate, and he should be at Road Apple. Oh, cool. I think we kind of caught each other off guard, and we didn't chat that much. I had just put all my camera stuff away, and he was making sure I wasn't like stranded out there. But yeah. Cow whippers? Oh, it's cow chippers. That was a correction. Yeah. So Disco said makes it super cushy. Okay, so like a gel kind of sticker that goes underneath. It's what the kids say. I gotta close some of these. I get so off. These are pudgies, right? Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Oh, look how muddy you got. Is this just doing the cut through on your commute? That bike still looks so great. It's such a cool build. Didn't you have to walk right through that mud to stop there? Really seems like a poor choice in where to stop, Pudgy. It's going to be muddy for a long time after how wet this winter has been. And then Rick is out in a salt barn, apparently. Oh, Disco, you're getting a bear claw on Monday. Nice. I was wondering, I was curious about this. He didn't give any context. They just let you bring your bike right into the Home Depot? Like, I do that. It's like small, like I'm going into a small business. I look at the person. I'm like, do you mind if I set this here while I shop? I can't say I've ever attempted to bring my bike into a big box store, though. Nice, Pudgy. Oh, yeah, then Malk. I don't think we did show his bike on the stream before, but he said with this one he's at a stopping point until he gets a decal that says the Champagne of bikes, and then there was a whole discussion about DIY decals and all that kind of stuff, or getting someone to print out a decal. But what's the lead time on a bear claw? Are you able just to order them, or are they do they take a long time to get them shipped? Obviously, we're looking at a surly here. I'm speaking to the chat. Oh, then I got I'll pull the picture up in a second, but if I pull it up, I can't read the caption. Rode the beater bike today on the Columbus group ride. So this is when a bunch of people met up. Uh, yeah, get it up here. Ooh. Oh, the Jones bars. Oh yeah, the old Raleigh. Nice. It's a fairly decent beater bike, right? Those dropouts look like what is that? Is it Gunner or Salsa that I was just looking at that has dropouts kind of like that? Pudgy was saying it depends on the bear claws. They always order extra. Sometimes you get lucky and don't wait. Other times it's a month or two. So it just depends if they have a shipment in. Oh, Disco said he paid 150 for it, so that's his beater. Gotcha. Makes total sense. What's the what is this right here? Is this like some kind of braking oh, is this a braking mechanism? Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's internal shifting. Is that what we got? An internal shifting hub? 3-speed internal gear. Okay, that makes sense. I've seen those before. Took me a minute. What's up, Stomach Thunder? Pudgy was saying they're similar to the Surly dropouts. Oh, it's a twist shift, grip shift internal hub. Gotcha. Another one of Rick's photos on. What is that bike in the background? Is it hanging from something? Oh, it is. Some kind of it looks like a clunker back there, doesn't it? Did he give us a caption on this one? Nope. Oh, then we got Ivan's bike too. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was his new bike, which is pretty sweet. Such a weird, such a strange geometry on those, you know. Look at that wild weld too. Oh, was that a ghost bike, Jay Dandy and Rick's photo? Don't they almost always paint ghost bikes white? Or are you just meaning the floating? Yeah. Blackball's photo on the Cannondale up there, and he also got the Grav sticker on it, which looks nice. Obvi. I think I might get some clear backed Grav stickers printed. I'm just gonna do them in this colorway, but even with the die cutting, I think I want a couple clear ones, so I'll probably order 50 or 100, and then if anyone else wants them, they'll be more expensive. That'll be the difference, though. These we were able to print ourselves and save some money, but oh, Jay Dandy, just the float. Gotcha. Oh yeah, it's Thursday, so I'm gonna see a bunch of you guys on Saturday. I'll see, right, Jay Dandy? I'll see you on Saturday, hopefully, and a bunch of the Road Apple people. Yeah, Pudgy said pink and blue clears. Yeah, I think that'll be the plan. The the fade. And then Disco said borrowed an e-bike to ride with a racer over the weekend. What do you got? Oh, we did talk about this, didn't we? Oh, on the last Friday's stream. Oh, that's what got us into the saddle. That's right. Jay Dandy said I'll see his dust. I did see your dust the last time we rode the Road Apple route, not the race. Why? Oh, when you rode the race last year, that's right. I saw you as you were riding home and we were turning towards the finish. So, oh yeah, the Infinity saddle. That's what we were talking about. That's right. Yeah, Jay Dandy, I'm gonna be curious to see how I ride on Saturday. I think I'm actually going into Road Apple in the worst shape I've been in just because of all the snow we've had. I haven't been able to get out for as many long rides, and mileage wise, I'm pretty low for the year. Got a couple good rides in this week, but I haven't had like a, you know, Road Apple's 47 miles. I think my longest ride of last month was like 25 miles. So, and a lot of that was like slow pedaling through the snow. So, yeah. Last night we turned the pedals a little bit when we were out riding, but again, we also drank like 6 beers, so that wasn't exactly a training ride. So, it'll be interesting to see how Road Apple goes. I usually average around 15 miles an hour, so I don't know if I'll pull that off this year, but I'm kind of excited too because last year was the weird pandemic one with the rolling start and all that, and not being able to drink a beer and talk to anyone after. And this year we'll be able to actually hang out a little bit. And I think they were gonna have the patio set up. They said too for anyone who's not comfortable being inside yet, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's the thing too. Road Apple's always the earliest, you know, our at least in Northeast Ohio. I don't know another like gravel race ride. It's Fondo style, but that's this early in the season, so it is always everyone coming off whatever their winter was like. I'm fading. I'm gonna Well, it's a bummer that this crankset didn't work out. Or not the cranks, but the spindle on the BB. But yeah, will give us something else to talk about. Like I said, I'm not in a huge hurry on the Marin. I want to get it built, but I do. You're right. Don't grind it. Get it built right. I'm doing everything. I'm waiting for other parts that I want. And I said, wouldn't mind. I do want to get it dry fitted and decide what I want to order. but I also appreciate all the advice everyone's been giving me along with this build. It's been part of it, a part of what I'm actually going to end up doing. But yeah, uh, oh yeah, Pudgy said Barry Roubaix and Mid South are early too. But yeah, Road Apple is Saturday, so it's often the earliest. But yeah, so tomorrow goes as planned. I'll have a video about the riding the Peugeot and what that turned out to feel like when I'm riding it on Saturday. Uh, the video will come out on Saturday. Riding Road Apple on Saturday, so hopefully a number of us will hopefully get to see each other. Uh, I'll probably make a video about that. What I've done in years past is since I usually kind of try and ride that fairly hard. I usually just clamp a GoPro somewhere and let it run until it dies, and then edit that footage together. We'll see. Maybe I'll do 2 GoPros, and I don't know, figure it out. So Monday's video will probably end up being about Road Apple. Um, one of my favorite races of the year is on Saturday. So on Saturday, I probably won't be on social media at all because I'll want to watch Strada Bianca after like the race, and I have to work from 4 to 8 on Saturday. So I have to come home, get cleaned up from Road Apple, and then I have a 4-hour shoot at the Akron Art Museum. So I probably won't get to see Strada Bianca till Sunday. So I probably, if anyone messages me, because a number of us chat on Instagram and stuff like that, I probably won't go on to my cycling account because I'll see if I could make it till Sunday without seeing the results of Strada Bianca. So that race is just so cool. It's so beautiful. It's so exciting. Finishing, up the steep hill into that little town in Italy, that city in Italy whose name now is escaping me like everything does at the end of these streams when I'm tired. So all right, guys. Yeah. I don't see any reason the streams won't happen next week unless we all die in thermonuclear war because some NATO jet strays into Russian territory or some US radar picks up some Russian blip. So hopefully we'll chat virtually on Tuesday, um, in person a little bit on Saturday, and then yeah, all that jazz, as they say. All right, dudes.
Okay. Myself on your YouTube. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time.
Fitzwater photo.